What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news video. And Liverpool have to act quick if we want to get Jadon Sancho, and Jurgen Klopp is facing very big dilemma. Probably Liverpool have money to bring in one big player in the next 6 months, either in the January transfer window or next summer. So let me know guys, who do you want Liverpool to sign? Jadon Sancho or Timo Werner or Bruno Fernandes or somebody else? Let me know in the comments below. My preferred actual dream choice would be Jadon Sancho. I think he is an absolute bowler and he would really change how Liverpool play even more. I mean, high quality, and we need a backup for the likes of Salah and Mane. We don't really have an out-and-out backup for those players. Even though Shaqiri and Origi are great players, I think we need more quality up front. And the reason why Liverpool need to act quick and decide whether they are ready to pursue Jadon Sancho is that Jadon Sancho wants to move in January, and apparently Chelsea and Manchester United are battling it out between themselves and Liverpool who signs Jadon Sancho. And also Chelsea, according to goal.com, are ready to break their transfer record in the pursuit of Jadon Sancho. They are waiting for the Court of Arbitration of Sport to decide whether their appeal to lift the transfer ban will be granted or not. And Chelsea are willing to pay more than the 72 million that they paid for Kepa Arrizabalaga from Bilbao last year. And Sancho enjoys a close relationship with a number of Chelsea players, including England teammates Tammy Abraham and Callum Hudson-Odoi, and he is from London, so that could theoretically be an advantage for Chelsea. And it's very widely publicized that now Jadon Sancho is ready to leave Dortmund after enduring a turbulent start to this season. Although even though Jadon Sancho has been either scoring goals or assisting goals or both, he has been hit with disciplinary sanctions this term. And it's well documented that Lucien Favre, after the game where Jadon Sancho was only on the bench against Barcelona, he said that he needed focused players for the Barcelona-Dortmund game. So apparently Jadon Sancho wasn't fully 100% focused on Dortmund, and he wasn't fully 100% focused on their match against Barcelona. Probably because he was thinking about which player or which club should he go to and which league should he choose, because I think Jadon Sancho will have a lot of options on the table. A lot of clubs will want to sign this guy. And these issues with the disciplinary sanctions and everything, these issues have helped to signal hope that Dortmund may consider selling their number one player sooner rather than later, with moves for Anthony of Sao Paulo or Everton of Grêmio in the works for Dortmund, and there will be funds available for those transfers when Dortmund sell Jadon Sancho. And Dortmund actually sold Ousmane Dembele to Barcelona for an initial 105 million euros back when Neymar went to Paris Saint-Germain in that famous transfer, and Barcelona were panicking in the transfer market and they were just desperate to sign anybody to please the fans, because the fans were in uproar about Neymar leaving Barcelona. And Sancho would likely command an even higher fee given his current contract runs until 2022. Liverpool are also known to be admirers of Jadon Sancho, but manager Jurgen Klopp has actually admitted that the price is a little bit too high for Liverpool, even though that doesn't really mean anything, because of course it would be high for a player like that. Jurgen Klopp was asked about Jadon Sancho, and this is what he said about him. He's a very good player, Klopp said. I have no clue where these kind of rumors are coming from, but it cannot come from us because we never speak about it. We never speak about transfers and who we want to bring in. If we would be involved, nobody would know about it apart from a person who wouldn't speak about it. There's nothing to say. I know how it sounds, but I cannot change that. There's nothing to say about it, which can mean there's absolutely nothing to say about it. So even here, Jurgen Klopp is using his sense of humor to probably diffuse the situation. Of course, the world doesn't have to know which player or which players Liverpool are looking to sign, and if it would be public, I think the price would go up. Other clubs would be coming in for Jadon Sancho as well. Liverpool's rivals would start bidding just to increase the price. So I think it's better to do this behind closed doors. And if Liverpool were to sign Jadon Sancho, it would require a club record transfer for Liverpool as well. At the moment our record is 75 million paid for Virgil van Dijk, and that looks like a bargain at the moment. So I think that's 100 million for Jadon Sancho could look like a bargain as well if Jadon Sancho becomes an even better player, a world beater at Liverpool. And that transfer fee probably makes the move a little bit unlikely, because Jurgen Klopp said that's one issue, 100% an issue. Jurgen Klopp said about Jadon Sancho's astronomical transfer fee. It could be £100 million or even more. Jurgen Klopp, however, said that Liverpool are looking at the market and they are open to a signing in January. Liverpool currently 8 points ahead of Leicester City, who are again winning 7 games in a row in the Premier League, which is incredible. But thankfully Liverpool are doing the same as well. And this is what Jurgen Klopp said about potential January transfers. Don't speak about it, but we are pretty much always ready to do something in the transfer market if it will help us. If not, then not. We will see. I think the summer window is more difficult now because of the different moments when it closes in Europe. That makes it really difficult. We will see how that will be in the future. But the summer window only hurts the English clubs. And Jurgen Klopp is right. And it was such a stupid move from the Premier League to introduce this, that the transfer window slams shut before the Premier League season kicks off, because the other leagues didn't do it. And it makes no sense for the Premier League to close the transfer window before the other big leagues do, before the Bundesliga, before La Liga, before Serie A, because that actually puts English clubs at a disadvantage. You can't sign any players after like August the 11th, and you can still sell players to other clubs in big leagues. That doesn't make any sense. Manchester United are prepared to pay up to £120 million to land Jadon Sancho in January, but the problem with the Man United is that they are at the moment in like 6th place and they are like 8 points behind the top 4, so finishing in the Champions League places doesn't look like a certainty for Manchester United, far from it. And also they probably aren't as attractive or as a desirable club for a player like Jadon Sancho as Liverpool or Chelsea or even teams like Manchester City. Chelsea have some wingers like Willian and Pedro who are out of contract next summer, so that will open up spaces in the squad for Chelsea to make some big transfers. The big question is, when will their transfer ban be lifted? But at the moment it looks like it could be lifted before next summer's transfer window, and Chelsea will definitely make a big transfer. I just really hope that it's Liverpool who signs Jadon Sancho, because I would hate to see him go to Chelsea, because that would improve Chelsea so much, and it could actually get Chelsea involved in this two-way tussle for the Premier League title in recent years, and it could make the Premier League title race very interesting for next season. There could be a 3-horse race, because Chelsea are looking very good under Frank Lampard. Imagine when Lampard can actually bring in his own players, how good will they be in 2 or 3 seasons. And also Liverpool have announced the 23-man squad who will travel to Qatar to play in the Club World Championship. The big news is that Fabinho and Matip miss out. They will be injured until the end of the year, so there is no point including them in the squad. And also the other big news is that no players included in the squad will play in the League Cup against Aston Villa. And it's very interesting because Neco Williams, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, and also some other young players like Ryan Brewster are included in this squad. So that means that Liverpool will play a very weak team against Aston Villa, and we will probably go out. But Jurgen Klopp probably doesn't care about the League Cup, and he probably wants Liverpool to go out, so we don't have 2 semi-finals to play in January, because that would really wreck Liverpool's season. And if we go through with the young players, then those young players will probably play the semi-finals, and then Liverpool won't lose any like big name players with tiredness. So the Club World Cup squad is as follows: Alisson, Van Dijk, Wijnaldum, Lovren, James Milner, Naby Keita, Firmino, Mane, Salah, Joe Gomez, Adrian, Henderson, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Lallana, Andy Lonergan, the third choice goalkeeper, Shaqiri, Ryan Brewster, Andy Robertson, Origi, Curtis Jones, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Harvey Elliott and Neco Williams, the left back. Going to be a very, very interesting Club World Cup, and Jurgen Klopp said that there were a lot of great football moments in the Liverpool-Everton game. We made 5 changes. I speak a lot about the quality in the squad, so I have to show it from time to time. You give the responsibility to the players and they have to show that they can perform and what they are made of, which is incredible. And we did it because we can do it. Divock Origi's goals, Sadio Mane's passes, Shaqiri's everything, Lallana everywhere. He had so many really, really good moments. So just so many good football moments. But of course, from time to time, a bit rusty in defending because they were really direct, Everton. It was all good until 4-1. But the 4-2 I didn't like so much, but we have to learn and have to improve, and that's what we will do. They are fantastic footballers. I said before the season that there is no one in the squad who is not an outstanding footballer. And I think it paid off. It showed that what a great squad Liverpool now have. And Lionel Messi actually admitted that seeing Sadio Mane finish only in 4th place in the Ballon d'Or voting is a shame, and I can understand why Mane boycotted the Ballon d'Or ceremony, because he should have finished ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo, let's be honest here. And Messi said this: "It's a shame to see Mane finish in 4th place, but I think there have been a lot of great players this year. That's why it was difficult to choose one particular player, but I chose Sadio Mane because he's a player that I like. Mane achieved a great year that was exceptional for the entire Liverpool team. That's why I chose him. I repeat, there were a lot of very great players this year, so the choice was difficult." There are very strong sounds coming out around Everton that Marco Silva is set to be sacked, and David Moyes, the former Everton manager, who of course has been at Everton for a long time before, and he achieved some really good success. I remember that they finished once in the Champions League places in 4th place, and then they got knocked out by Villarreal in the playoffs, so they couldn't actually step into the Champions League. But overall, I think they need a manager who organizes them defensively, because Everton are just all over the place. They lost 9 of their first 15 games, which is an incredibly high number. And also the way they played against Liverpool, against a second string Liverpool team, actually it showed that Everton have serious issues with relegation, because if they don't change their manager, they could easily go down. Because they are just not an organized team, and in the Premier League you get punished if you are not organized, and Everton keep getting punished. So let me know what they think. Should Everton sack their manager or keep him? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. See you later. Goodbye.